Yo, everybody. I got the liquid stream up on the other monitor. They're getting pretty close to killing this boss here. Echo was pretty close too, but from what I could tell, they haven't made any progress since they ate dinner earlier. But they have a couple hours left, I think, in their normal day, but maybe they just don't go to sleep tonight. I don't know. Because Liquid's pretty close. I imagine if Echo goes to sleep, then they're just giving up. So we'll see. If Echo gets a pull that's really low, I might pull them up, but whatever. I'll try to swap it over here on the kill, so I can like watch it live. But for now, I just got it on the second monitor, just keeping it up. Doesn't the fight actually like it's very punishing, so it's kind of like they've already compared it to Frack. It's kind of like that in a sense, because like you have to do the seeds. It's kind of like the crystals or whatever, but it's not that hard. And like if you don't have a job, it's really not hard. Like if you have no personal job, which only a handful of people won't have a personal job, it's actually pretty easy for those people in my opinion. I'd be comfortable doing the fight as someone that didn't have a job for sure on there. On other than that, I have that on the second monitor, but we're just going to be trying to grind Algothar Academies all day to try to get a heroic puzzle box instead of our champion puzzle box. And so we'll be doing that. And yeah, hold on, might have to turn this up to like 1% volume. There we go. So the ad plays. I am not subbing to Team Liquid. I also have a poll going because in the summertime, and I've mentioned this before, but I'll keep mentioning it more as we get closer. The reality is either I would have to stop streaming or I'd have to stream at different times in the summertime. So it's either going to have to be earlier or later. And I'm going to keep putting these polls up. Last night I did one, but obviously those people were watching later, so they were way more likely to say later. So it was like 75% later last night. I imagine there'll be more earlier when I'm at my normal time, but we'll see. And I'll just decide from there. It'll either be morning or it'll be like evening. And then the afternoons I won't be free to stream in the summertime. I've gotten a lot of upgrades since the last like stream at normal time. I'm up to 271 equipped, 272 because I have like some higher level stuff in my bag. So I'm pretty good eye level considering I haven't even done mythic grade or anything like that. It's pretty solid. Not perfect. Still haven't gotten lucky on like bracers or what else has I not gotten lucky on? Shoulders. I had multiple opportunities to get shoulders last night in raid. I still have 2 champion fingers as well, champion puzzle box. So we had a lot of eye levels still to get just from doing dungeons, honestly. I did raid last night. I mentioned the shoulders. Actual shoulders dropped that I could have catalyzed on hero, and then the actual hero shoulders dropped as well. I didn't win those either. So a little bit of bad luck, but we cleared a lot of the raid last night. Got to see almost everything on heroic at least so far. We got to Crown of Cosmos on heroic, but we just called it because honestly we didn't have the strongest group ever. It was even like, if you've come to any of the raid streams, it's kind of just like a for fun group with a bunch of friends, and I'm kind of just like an in-game friend of them, and it's not necessarily the most elite group, but some elite players in there for sure. And last night in particular, we had 2 people that didn't know how to tank the raid. They're very good players, but they were just trying to learn how to tank it because both the people that have been tanking both couldn't come last night. So it was a little bit of a crazy show, but we got to see almost everything except for the final boss in Keldanas. Level 85, I'm enjoying playing, but I feel quite slow. I don't think I'm managing my cooldowns properly. Are you playing Ret Paladin, GG? I can definitely probably help if you're playing Ret. Yeah, okay. So basically, especially for leveling, but even in general in this season, despite some people really hyping up the 1 minute build, you just kind of want to make sure that you're playing Radiant Glory over here, which your Wake of Ashes is going to give you Avenging Wrath, and you're just going to want to use that at all times. Use it for a weak mob, use it for single target, use it for AoE. Just always press it. It's just hard for you? Okay. Yeah, you always just want to make sure you're using this. You are going to be a little bit slow. Especially from that 85 to 80 to 90 level until you get some actual gear. Your stats are going to be really weak. You should be able to kill stuff though, especially if you're playing Templar. You have the correct talent builds, whether from me or from Wowhead. You shouldn't be dying necessarily, but you just want to make sure that you're really Radiant Glorying, and then immediately into your Hammer of Light, and then your Divine Toll. And so, yeah, you'll definitely want to be doing that, and that'll help a lot for your leveling, especially. But even in the end game right now, Radiant Glory is being played on most things because Execution Sentence is just not the best for a lot of the fights right now. So Radiant Glory, this is one big thing I got right. So I like to compare myself sometimes against like what Wowhead says and other things. So I, on my channel, have been preaching Radiant Glory since the beta of the expansion, whereas other people were like, nope, it's going to be 1 minute build. And, in this case, I was right. I'm usually right, but I can be wrong. That also happens. But yeah, try that out and see how that goes for you. Other things I do need to do at some point, and I have only 2 days to do it, is to I want to finish this time walking as well, because I imagine you can get the Baloran trinket from this as well. So I want to do that. We did not kill Heroic Baloran last night in that raid I was talking about. Unfortunately. Although we definitely could have, but it was just getting late. Because we did normal first, so we cleared normal Void Spire, normal Dream Rift, normal Caldenas. Then we did heroic Dream Rift, heroic Void Spire, except for Illyria, because again the tanks didn't really want to bother learning it. It was getting late already, so instead we tried heroic Baloran. We did a handful of pulls on heroic Baloran, and honestly, most of us just kind of had to go to bed. We had already been raiding for a while, so I forget how to get to Stormwind from here. There's a portal room over here. I'm gonna go turn this in real quick before I forget this time walking thing. I think it's in here, maybe. And then we'll start getting into some Algathar academies. I'm just gonna queue for them and get invited as I go. My key is definitely not Algathar, I don't think. Oh, it is a 13. I could lower mine to a 10 as well if I get too desperate and people aren't inviting me. I don't technically have to do 10. I just need a hero track, so I could go down lower too. I have to look at what level starts dropping hero track. Where do I turn this in at? Way over here. So I need to look at what drops hero track, and then I just need to do Algathars above that. Because I already have trinkets on hero track, so I'll be able to upgrade it pretty easily. So we don't even have to do 10s. We can do lower. Anything from this I want to buy? Ooh, a mount. I don't have enough for this. That looks very similar to another one. Tabard. It's kind of cool. Two-handed mace. That's kind of sick. When did they add that? One-hander. That's fine. Shield's kind of nice. Mount. I don't have that one. I do have the Shale Wing. I have the Chrono Corsair that they added for the badges. Don't have that. Or that. Or that. I guess they just added them all to badges. Okay. That's enough of that. Let's head to Algathar Academy before I even queue, I guess. Trying to keep my eye on the other screen as well. Last I saw, they were at like a 3% pull or something like that. I haven't paid any attention to the Race to World First, but the end part's at least always fun. I've not liked the add-on stuff, the shenanigans that they're doing, and I haven't liked them buffing the raid for the Race to World First, but so I haven't been paying much attention. But the end of it's usually fun, especially when they're both on the final boss. Echo got down to like 10%, and then Liquid woke up and took the lead back. I don't really root for either of them. I'm kind of rooting for Echo just because I've had bad experiences with the Liquid, like, social media people of all things, or mods and stuff. Because I've had bad experience with them, like, I'm kind of biased against them, I guess. It really was I don't know if it was the last one or 2 races ago. Might have been 2 races ago. Basically, there was Dratnos is one of my favorite people that does WoW content. I love how Dratnos does his content. I like his humor, all that stuff. So I'm a big fan of Dratnos, and so I like to watch the Team Liquid one a lot because I do like Dratnos. And he was saying something about some controversial topic, right? His opinion on it, and I 100% agreed with Dratnos. And so I just said something in the Liquid chat like, Dratnos is like 100% right, or something like that, or something along those lines, right? Just agreeing with Dratnos generally. And someone in the chat said something nasty to me in reply to me or whatever, and I said, I'm just agreeing with Dratnos, man. That's all I said. Like I'm not even saying what my exact opinion is. I'm just agreeing with Dratnos. And then he gets even more mad, raged, and says something like nasty, like about, like, you know, just like a kind of like a your mom joke, but kind of like a poor taste one, right? Like, you could say all your mom jokes are poor taste, but I'm like just like a nasty one, right? And all I did was I put mods ? And then I got banned from chat with the guy, right? For some reason. And so then on Twitter, I tweeted about it, and they replied to me, and they said that is, I said, because I just said, all I did was I told them the exact interaction, right? And I'd be perfectly comfortable pulling up, like, I can't pull up the chat logs, but they could post the chat logs, whatever. Like, I didn't say anything bad at all. And then the person at Team Liquid, whoever did their Twitter, they were like, I pulled up the chat logs. That is not what you said. You deserve to get banned or something like that. I don't understand how or why or in what world that was the case, because I literally didn't say anything at all negative or mean or did not use any profanity or do anything. So I don't know why. I'm not banned in there any longer, but yeah, I was pretty annoyed by that because they are kind of lame, I guess you'd say. Basically, if someone verbally attacks you and you put mods, then you get banned as well, I guess. I don't know. Banned for agreeing with Dratnos, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they weren't fans of Dratnos like I am. But yeah, I need to look up real quick the Gear Tracks Mythic Plus. Midnight. I think it's like +7 or something, but I'm not sure. Midnight Season 1 Mythic Plus rewards. Yeah, this is probably it. So Hero starts on 7. No, it actually starts on 6, it says. That's crazy. So I just need to do at least 6s of Algathar, and anything higher than 6 is fine. I'm already capped. I could do 10s for the Myth Crest as well, 9s and 10s. because I'm not capped on those crests yet, just because I don't have no reason to be. But yeah, well, let's look for Alcathars. Damn. Did I say 6 was a level I need to do? I think so. And I could do this 6. There is reasons why a hierarchy is actually easier too, because it'll be more likely to be geared. An 8 Algathar. They wouldn't have a lust though. They really wouldn't need a lust if I'm in the group. We could try to do like a 12 and stuff. But what I really don't want to do, right, is join a key that people are going to abandon or quit. Because then I have no chance to get the gear. I don't know, I can queue for this 10. I wouldn't mind getting a little bit of Myth Crest to finish mine out. But there's also something really attractive about running only a 6 to get the item I want. An 8. Run an 8. Need the puzzle box. Echo got. Sorry, I can't. I have the screen like small over here. Looks like Echo's still at 10%. +3 doesn't help me. +5 doesn't help me. 6 does. This is the same one I saw earlier. If we get desperate, we can always list our own key. I'd probably drop it down though to make sure we get it completed. There's not a lot of middle ground. We could do 3 Ret Paladin 10. That'd be funny. I'll sign up for it just because it'd be hilarious. A triple Ret Paladin +10. Be very funny. I'm guessing they want a lust. A lot of 14s and stuff going on. There's a 7. 7 would get me what I need. No crest, but that's okay. There we go. We'll do a 7 and hope for it. Come on, puzzle box.
Too far away.
Back in Dragonflight, I had to run like 10 million ruby life pools. It was so annoying. Kind of going that way here on Avatar as well. Any of these guys trade? No. Champion trinkets. Oops, I don't want to whisper you. Hero trinket and a champion. Ooh, they could trade it. They could trade it. The priest could trade it if they don't need it. The reality is everyone here might need it. He can't trade it unless he has something in his bag. He can trade it if he doesn't need it. So there are some people that could trade it in here. But is everyone in here just because they need it? That's the question. There's a healing trinket too, but the healer can't trade it. Why can I not look at it on Mythic Plus? It's so weird. Alright, let me go inside. So we'll see how this goes. See if my strategy is a good one to run a lower key. I would like to get the Myth Crest, but this isn't going to be... Getting Myth Crest is not going to be the hard thing for me. Like, if my cousin gets on, we could crank out 4 or 5 in a couple hours. Because he's a tank or whatever. And we could do Algathars or whatever too, but... I should actually ask him. If there's any other day, I'll ask him right now. Any other day you might want to run FQPs? Well, I guess just today or tomorrow. Not a big deal. Just need to. Do this. I should probably grab mastery because my mastery is a little bit low. I should probably regen mastery as well.
The void beckons us onward. Embrace it.
Oh, which one's mastery? Black? I forget no matter how many times I run this place. That's crap. Mastery's blue. That's haste. Verse. I always forget what this one is. Green. Healing taken. Oh, that's pretty good. Alright, you can pull literally everything here, buddy. I'm going to absolutely destroy this in a +7. Pop this. Bubble. Oh wait, I'm the only one doing any damage. Good loss. Did everything I could here. Warrior tank did good damage.
Wait, Ichistras. There is too much life magic. What are you doing?
Me? There's too much nature. What are you doing?
I think I should probably save my cooldowns for the ads. I don't know, maybe it'll be fine. Only a +7, so he should die kind of fast, but no, not with our damage, maybe. I also didn't even put weapon oil on, which I should have. Weapon oil's like costs nothing. Stand on this. Stand on tank. Probably puzzle box after this. Let's terminate. Spawn out. Get an aggro. Stun. I think I'll throw some weapon oil on after this as well. Terminate. +1. Probably don't really need to battle res it. What is he? That's the priest. He's not doing anything anyways. Nope. Probably actually doing some amount of boss damage. We can just finish boss here. Hopefully. I got the germinate again. So this is kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, is it better to run a higher key because you're playing with like inherently going to be worse players, right?
What an overgrown statement.
But the only important thing is that we finish it ultimately. Oh no, hopefully the priest isn't in combat. Looks like he's not. He doesn't win there. I was gonna put my back against the thing, but that wind would have been able to do that. On me? Combat. How's Liquid doing? They're still wiping a lot now. They had a couple really good bangers, now they're wiping. That's kind of how it goes, I think. They probably came out turbocharged because Echo was ahead of them, and then they get back ahead, and then they lose a little bit of focus. I could see that happening to anybody. Like, okay, we're good, guys. They're gonna go to bed soon. We had all day. Well, that's not how you should think, but you should be trying to get it done as fast as you can. Hold cooldowns. I definitely want to help on the orbs because, again, could be, you know, players that don't necessarily know everything, which is fine. We have to help. Can you activate the spell history add-on? I would really appreciate it. I'm learning the rotation. I don't have that add-on. I have seen some people ask about it. I could possibly get it. I'll see if I like it or not, or if it annoys me or anything. But it's something I could maybe do. But I don't actually use it. I don't use my big thing is I don't use a lot of add-ons. In fact, I have nothing on right now, I don't think. I have TSM on and coordinates. And yeah, I pretty much don't play with add-ons. But that add-on in particular, I've had other people ask about that too, GG, just so you know. And so if it would help people out a lot, then maybe it would be worth trying out. And as long as it doesn't, you know, hinder my own experience, maybe that's something I could do. It's called Spell History. Okay. Maybe I'll check it out even after this. Maybe today can be the test day. And see if I like it or not. Oh, we're doing this one first. Okay. These balls give you like a haste buff or something. As soon as these balls come out, I need to go start dunking these in the fire. There they come. Everyone's doing it, that's cool.
Can I use that item yet?
Let's get as much damage into this as we can. Just the amp here. Dang, this boss taking forever. think it's respectable to do small pulls here. Oh, no, we're still going. Never mind. Through there. Jump all the way over there. Now we need to get the heck out of that. Go to the next one. The safest, obviously there's like better like min-max ways to do this pull, but the best thing you can do is just every time it jumps, the tank just brings everything behind the one that's doing the spray or whatever. If you're not doing like some like really nice strategy where everyone's standing, you know, really close and not making him jump very far and all that. Some range are just always going to play out in range. Doing that, then make the best of it. I don't think he's going to do a huge pull up here the way he's pulling, so I'll just use Puzzle Box now. Let's see what the overall's at. 121k overall. On this too. Jump over there, so now the tank should bring everything else over here. Which you probably will. Now if everyone just stays really close, he won't jump as far. You know, get a little bit better uptime. This isn't too bad, for example. Just move a little bit for the tank there. Frostmage is really good at like focusing down stuff. Like he's really doing a lot of the emissary damage.
Please excuse the mess. It has been quite some time since students have
Liquid's finally making it to an intermission pull.
A willing sacrifice
We need to target something first. Require a
members
target.
of the Blue Dragonflight accidentally overloaded an arcane elemental and created a powerful construct named Veximus that quickly started to wreak havoc.
Nice lusty here. Alright, like keep up time here. Bombs coming in. One. I'm gonna do the knockback. Soak. This one.
my
Definitely don't have to run it out as far as I am, but this makes it a little bit easier for everyone else.
Tried its best to defeat the dragons. It was ultimately destroyed. Well done.
Doing here 25%.
Must get closer. Cannot use that item yet.
21%. I'm not gonna be able to pull it up if I'm in the middle here, but we'll watch the replay of it if they kill it.
I need to target something first.
16%. Everyone's alive. 2 battle reses. Although this isn't a fight that seems like you need to do a lot of battle res. It seems like it's a kill the whole raid thing. Oh, they committed 2 battle reses.
Brings you power.
So they definitely have some people die. %, white. Good pull, but without actually seeing what happened, I'm guessing something didn't get soaked based on some other pulls that I've seen, and that most people died, but not everybody, or one of the crystal holders touched a void thing or something like that. Not exactly sure what happened though. It's gonna kill this guy. This is not the best place to take these things. Me and my cousin found out. There's really no good way to pull these things. It's so annoying. Until somebody finds some weird tech place to stand where you never get hit.
Require a target.
The only chance. It's unnecessary.
Is only for students. Head to the letters for access. These are sacred halls of learning. Only those
It's not ready yet.
What? Me. 3 seconds to get out. Okay. I don't exactly know when you drop a puddle and when you don't. I've done this dungeon a million times, I still don't know when I'm going to drop a puddle and when I'm not. I should probably know that. Emissary here. I would probably move this to like the other side of the room or something at this point. It's just me. There he goes. We get the Fuzzy Bee. Also box out of this. Boom.
Need to target something first.
Stand
Fuzzy Bee,
for now.
go. No Fuzzy Bee. Dang it. Super unfortunate. I'd take it for holy, but I really don't want it. Did Echo improve their percent at all? Doesn't look like it. Alright, next Algothires. Oh yeah, that add-on. Let's check out this add-on and see what I think about it. I can update my other add-ons, whatever I do have. I have a bunch installed. I just don't use any of them unless I need to. Like I think I still have like DBM installed maybe. But I got rid of a lot. Just deleted them. I do still have DBM. I have all this stuff to update apparently. I have details still. Don't know why. Don't use it. Narcissist I use sometimes for screenshots for like my videos and stuff. Rare scanner can be useful sometimes. I probably don't need RC loot console anymore. I'm not in a guild. And then we'll search for this spell history because I've had people ask for this. Not just today. Okay. Wonder what it's called. There it is. It's just a space. Spell history. Wonder if this is the right one. Let me look it up. So technically, in weak warriors. I don't see what you spell. BGCD. That's 9 years ago. I mean, I can see if that still exists, I guess. $1.2 million downloads. Seems legit. Let's see. So, does it automatically work, or do I have to set it up? Let's see. Go to like a target dummy. Oh, it's right there. Oh, I'm just gonna have to move where it's at. I'm not gonna want it there. So I'll just have to change where the anchor is, I guess. I'm sure that's in the options, you would think. Well, let's see here. Boom. Yeah, it shows right there. That's a lot of buttons when you're spamming stuff. Maybe I have to show more, maybe. Cool. I mean, that's not bad. I can just move it somewhere where it won't annoy me. I could probably move it like maybe over my bar or something. Let's see. How would I do that? So it doesn't have its own little. Okay. There we go. Player, icon size, fade left. How do I move it though? If I can't move, I'm gonna have to get a different one. Oh, here we go. Anchors. I want to put it down here, I think. I think that nothing will bother me down here. There we go. I guess some people probably put it like in the middle for like better visual, maybe. Right. Settings. Thing again. I'm so bad at add-ons I don't even know how to access them. We'll hide the anchors now. Fade left, that's fine. Icon size, maybe slightly bigger for people. Then we can put maybe 5 in there. Welcome back, GG. I'm trying out this thing right now. I think it'll be fine for me. Let's do combat only. There we go. Let's see how this looks. Fine. Oh, I didn't mean to hide the whole thing. Oh no, it's there, it's there. Why is it not used? Oh, show. I have to click this, maybe? That can't be right. I'll get it working. It's definitely not going to bother me. I just have to get it working right. Not showing. It was when I changed it into combat only. That's when it stopped working, I feel like. So maybe we just don't do combat only. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so I need to make them maybe a slightly smaller or move it up a little bit. I just need to move it up a little bit, I think. Then I'd be fine with it. I don't look right there anyways, so it shouldn't distract me at all. I could put it down at the bottom too. I really don't look down there, but that might be harder to see. Let me move it up a little bit here. There we go. Do like that. That'll probably be good. There. Sure, there we go. So you'll see my dark iron racial go. I just have it macroed with my Wake of Ashes. That way I never actually have to press it. Now, if you ever wanted to use it in like a damage amp, you would want to unmacro that though. Technically. Make sure it's available. I should honestly do that for like Valoran. When you want, well, it's not a damage amp, but you want to kill the egg. I should be, I need to use regular Wake of Ashes and actually pop it on the egg, for example. But yeah, the add-on's kind of cool. I've seen people like Peekaboo. He uses something like that that shows the clicks or whatever. The presses, I should say. Ah, let's find another group. Or a nice little 10 would be good. Some Mythcrest. Full and been delisted. Be competitive. +2. That doesn't help me. We get invited to a +10. How we do it? Get some Mythcrest for this one. Liquids in the little second phase or intermission, whatever it is. Oh crap, I gotta move it. It's gonna be over my party frames. I'm gonna put it... I think you'll still be able to see it down here. I'm gonna put it at the bottom. Options, add-ons, trophy, show. Let's move it down here. It should fit perfectly down here. Anyways. Hide. Now, yeah, it fits perfectly down there. So it'll just be at the bottom now. I forgot that's where I have my party frames. I definitely don't want to be covering those up. If I want to do like a lay on hands or a bop or a sack or a heal or a freedom. Many such cases. Look at that now. 31%. This is a good pull. If they get... Oh, they got one dead. No battle reses, though. I don't think DPS is going to be the issue. I think they just got to play clean, really. Maybe I could be wrong, though. 27. 25. I'll pull it up if it gets close and there's people alive. Two. Big ol' explosion. I got 19 up. They're gonna have to do the whole thing with 19 though. It doesn't look like another res is coming. Or less if people die. $15. Oh, somebody died. It's a wipe. Fortunate. Help me summon the DK. He's almost here, my man. I'm gonna go outside just to appear that I'm a team player. Don't really need to do this, but I'm just doing it anyway. No problem, GG. Thanks for hanging out. I will just be grinding out with our academies. Like a loser. Good. Crack my neck. Be a sapter. Let's roll. Indeed.
The way forward opens, and your fate entwines with mine.
We're gonna be mastery enjoyers once again.
I am delighted that you received our invitation. The school is a touch behind schedule, but I have
New students. How wonderful. It has been quite some time since the academy has been open.
Well, indeed. Come with us. It should only take a
Almost
moment
pulled.
to set up for a new lesson.
These lashers must have grown wild while we were away. Please, if you could, clear them out while we realign the life magics of this place.
These. Get a moment here to cast my puzzle box. trying to keep him off him, but I think they're gonna do like a charge or something. He's really kiting, and he's dead, and now I'm dead. Oh gosh. Well, apparently he wasn't capable of doing that pull. Oof. Not bad, he says. To be fair, you normally lust that. Normally you would lust that. Oh crap, Shaman's still alive. Okay, now it's a wave. Well. You can't live that pull. Well. Luckily I don't need to time anything here. Let's just finish the key. Oh, he popped Lust there for no reason as well. Yeah, this guy is not a survivor here. I don't think he should be popping much here. I mean, he doesn't have any tier set. Oh, he has a blue feet. Time Warp blue feet. Time Warp necklace. And Time Warp bracers. Yeah, I don't think plus 10 is the best place for him here. Please don't tell me he's trying to gather it again. Okay, good. I don't think that's going to go well. The other problem is that the Demon Hunter does no damage. So we have a Demon Hunter that does no damage and a tank that can't survive. So we need to kill stuff really fast for the tank, but we can't. The Demon Hunter does no damage. So it's a bit of a predicament there to be in.
A willing sacrifice has been prepared.
Next, if we could kill this thing. There we go. There you go. 20% verse. Now you should live. Surely you'll live now. You don't have to kite one guy, should you?
Just about... Wait! Ichistras, there is too much life magic. What are you doing?
Me? There is too much nature. What are you doing?
What is that thing? This is your fault.
Absolutely not.
Please, help us.
Okay. Guess I'll be Rezo. Don't know how much health that's gonna be, but I'll try. Yo, Mario, how you doing, my man? Somebody did a big damage to that, which was good. Back on him. Out here. And it's a long fight. Normally does not take this long to do this fight. Everything's dead. Puzzle box last night. I was in Academy. I've seen you in Academy, Tron. If I wasn't also going for the puzzle box, I would have requested to join some of those groups, but I figured it'd be a little bit depressing if either one of us got it, not the other. I've seen you in those academies. You put in the work. You definitely deserve it. This is only like my 6th or 8th, maybe somewhere in there. I saw you doing a ton of them. Box on ball this week. All right, you guys are both ahead of me. It makes a big difference. I was in a raid with a Ret Paladin with similar gear to mine, but he had some better pieces that were pretty good, including a puzzle box. Like, I have a puzzle box, but it's only champion, and it definitely helped him out. Like, I could beat him on some fights, but it was hard. So glad you can finally do a different dungeon. Yeah, you're out of prison, one might say. I've heard people don't like the puzzle box because it's the cast time. Yeah, I agree with that. I don't like it either, but it's just really good, you know. You definitely want, and there's also not a lot of clickable, like on use. There's not a lot of on use trinkets in general this tier, and on uses are the best thing in Mythic Plus. So I think it actually makes it even better for Mythic Plus. But in like a weird way. We need to kill this thing, guys. Come on. Zerpa. But yeah, it's not ideal in many cases. It's hard. You have to really get good timings and know when to press it. This is a fight where it's hard in some cases to line it up. You gotta kind of time it up with the balls getting dunked or whatever. So which one are we gonna dunk? People have been doing the air first. Is that like the play? That's what I've seen everyone doing. I guess we'll go over here. So this gives haste or whatever. Grab that. Kind of like a mini lust. Gaze and Mythic Plume. Eventually, I'm just going to use those to lower the Kagi load. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that for sure. Right now, my trinkets are just in a really bad spot in general, so just trying to get what I can. Wait, we need to dunk these guys. Did not time my puzzle box there because I was panicking. I didn't know if we needed to dunk another one. Oh, goodness. I'm not even seeing that tornado hitting me. It was like invisible. I wonder if he was getting hit by it too. I just could not see it. Hello, should I take a vessel that is hero instead of a gaze that is champion for Ret? In general, no. Obviously, you should always simulate your character. But in most cases, a champion gaze will be better than a heroic vessel. In most cases. If you don't want to bother with all that simulation stuff, which a lot of people don't, I would say just keep using your gaze for now. Yeah, I'm gonna bubble and I'm gonna sack the healer. He's struggling right now. No problem, Azona. Ooh, Liquid's in a good pull right now. They got everyone alive. They're at 15%. This could be it. This could be it. Okay, I kind of need to focus up here, unfortunately. And now 7%. This could be it. 3%. Still 19 alive. Oh, I think they might have hit in a rage, maybe? Looked like the room filled up. Yeah. Trying. Exactly. Looks like that was the enrage. 1.97%. So they don't have to find much more damage. I don't know the fight perfectly on Mythic by any means, but it looked like the room just filled up there.
It has been quite some time since students have been
Which would be the enrage. There was an early death, they would have killed it. Yeah, I saw they had 19 for a long time. Certainly would have given them a better chance. Okay, there you go, dude. Leon hands you.
My emissary brings you power.
Don't die, buddy. Okay. Doing 150k overall on this, by the way. It's crazy.
Accidentally overloaded an arcane elemental and created a powerful construct named Veximus.
Here my loot specializations are at.
To wreak havoc.
I don't know why it wouldn't be, but
The blue
case.
dragon's battle Veximus
I got that. Echo's got a good pull going now. I can't really switch it over at the moment. 4% for Echo, so we're literally back to back. Echo's not going to sleep at this point. I guess I'll get that. Potion. I guess I'll get that. I need some other people to get these. I'm gonna have to bubble, I think. Should have a knockback thing here. That'll reset my stacks. Okay, I can help again. Okay. Oh, drop this on the boss. Doesn't matter.
tried its best to defeat the
4%
dragon.
wave. So yeah, they're just gonna be racing now. This is a true race. They're just
Well
gonna go back and forth here. Echo's at the very end of their day. They're probably a little tired. But they also know that they got to do it. If they don't do it, they're gonna lose. So that gives you a little bit extra firepower there. It's now or never.
My emissary brings you power.
Crazy is we might time this if we don't wipe again. Because they're so close, after this dungeon, I might pull up both of their streams and just kind of like go watch it. Like, I'm not going to pull it up the whole time because I'm not trying to, like, you know, have them copyright me or something. So I'll keep it on the other screen and kind of talk about it. This is what everyone's doing. It's not a good pull. In my opinion, this is a really bad pull. Okay, he's going further in, which is good. You kind of want them to drop their things and then bring them in. Ooh, wow, that really hurts. That verse should help us live a little bit. DK could just grip it in, by the way. What is that mount you're using while in combat? That's just the Paladin steed, and because I'm a Dark Iron Dwarf, it's like a cool looking ram. That's all. Unless you're talking about what I am right now, which is a raptor, this is a toy. If that's what you're talking about. It's called the Saptor Salve, and it drops off of the last boss in Mythic Blinding Veil. If you mean the raptor form, that's what it is. If you mean the mount, it's the Paladin steed as a Dark Iron Dwarf. Yeah, the raptor toy. Yeah, it's called like the Saptor Salve or something like that. Saptor Salve, yeah. Last boss in Blinding Veil. Apparently it's a pretty coveted thing. I got it just from when I was doing the M0s at the beginning of the season. When I got it. Man, this boss taking forever. I don't even want to look at everyone's damage done for this. I can drop it here. Come on, drop. Man, I wish I really need to look up what causes the puddle. This boss is taking way too long. Alright, let's see if we get the Fuzzy. Fuzzy B. Oh, I got something, but it's the stinking legs. You can trade them. He needs them. Need hero legs? He does. Let me give those to him. Where the heck are they? Want these, dude? See over here. Let me close this now that it's working. Let me close Overwolf because I don't like it open. No Fuzzy B. Thank you, he says. No problem, dude. Alright, let's take a look at the race roll first real quick. We got Echo dead. What, 10:30 their time? got liquid, just in the middle of a pool. I'm gonna keep an eye on this for a second because this could end at any moment. Any pull at this point for either team. Any pull for either team. It's on the current poll. Given the intermission thing. Red. I wish I knew what every single mechanic did. I don't. But sucks in the balls. I have to go to the bathroom here in a second too. I think I've seen him get like 52% or something coming out of here. At least 54. I know I've seen 54, but I think I've seen him like 52 even. So we'll see. On the neck back. So it's going to be a 54 it looks like again. Which I've definitely seen before. Oh, I might get a little under 54 as I get knocked back. 53 something. So this is one of their better pulls. Oh, and then they didn't soak. That's rough. Okay, guys. I hope I don't miss the kill here, but I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. Hopefully I don't miss anything. I mean, I can always just watch the replay. But... Alright, I'll be right back. Gonna go to the bathroom. And get a drink while I'm up. Alright, yeah. I'm back, I'm back. I didn't miss a kill, at least. Like, is Echo taking a break or what are they doing? It's getting late for them, but they gotta stay awake or they're not gonna win. Oh, they're back. They gotta get it. I don't really care who wins. I talked about it a little bit earlier. I kind of just am biased against Liquid because of the way their social media team treated me once, but I don't really care who wins. I'm from America, so technically I should go for Liquid, but I really don't care. We'll at least get prepped up to do another Alcazar. While we keep our eyes on this. If Echo's not going to pull, though, might be pointless. I was hoping to see kind of both of them pulling at the same time. While the viewership for them has been low for this, at least there's a lot of people watching right now. I imagine the WoW section's pretty full on Twitch here. There. The top game. They changed their directory a little bit here. Obviously just chatting is the most. And WoW I think is the biggest game right now. But you'd expect that at the moment. Echo's about to pull. But just wiped again. What I'm curious about is just to see, because it is the end of Echo's night, they're either gonna, I mean, it's gonna be rough. They're either gonna have to just fight through. Eventually, they're gonna start feeling tired. They're probably pretty energized right now to want to stop Liquid from winning, basically, like competitively. But that energy will wear off. It's like in basketball in the NBA. If you play like a back-to-back and you're on your second night of the back-to-back and the team you're facing is like fresh, so like they have fresh legs, and you're destroying them and they're down by 20 or whatever, and then they come back and now it's tied, you get a little bit of energy even though your legs are tired to kind of get a lead back and hopefully put the game away. But then if they come back again, you just have nothing left. That's what I imagine this being like for them, gaming all day like this. So right now they got that energy to try to put Liquid away, but it's going to be fleeting at some point. And they'll just have to, you know, at some point, you know, knowing Echo, they won't go to bed no matter what. The flip side is if somehow Liquid doesn't kill this today, which would be insane if they didn't. But if somehow Liquid doesn't kill this today, then they will be very calmly killing this when they wake up. But I see no way that Liquid doesn't. But right now it's a race against time. I hate the add-on for this. I will say there is something to be said about, you know, I think what would help for this one is if it wasn't like a matching thing, but let's just say there were like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the ground in a circle, and then you just had to go put the marks there or something. I don't know. I don't know how that would work because you'd have to have the boss always start from the same spot on the spin, I guess, instead of a like turn around and spin thing. I get why WoW does the mechanics the way it does. It's more immersive. The way World of Warcraft does a lot of people say, well, why not just telegraph it more like Final Fantasy? There is good points to that, and they have telegraphed some more stuff. But the way WoW does their mechanics is more immersive. And I think a lot of people love the immersiveness. The counterpoint to that is hardly anybody gets to Mythic Raid because it's so hard. And so they don't get the immersiveness anyways, at least out of the Mythic mechanics. Alright, Echo's going into the intermission. So they have the next chance to kill it here. Everybody alive. Do they have any B-Reds? It doesn't look like it. So they might have already committed a battle res. It's not a huge deal though, because in phase 3 you kind of just die. Oh, oh. This is where being tired can even have a silly death or something. So we'll see how locked in they are here. If they get into phase 3 clean with everyone alive, then they're still probably locked in. If you see any silly deaths, that could be a sign that Echo is starting to get a little tired. Not because it's super late where they are, just because they've been gaming all day long. Six. You're definitely looking to get to at least 54, I know, from Liquid. Don't think they're gonna get there. Oh, they got one more. Oh, not quite 54. 55.1. Probably still doable if you're completely clean. Did we have any deaths? Doesn't look like it. Hard to see some of these players' UIs. Here. Constellation. Marks, got spread, loose spread. Circle, T, C. Do have one battle res. If they do need to use one battle res. Alright. Good pull for them. Sub 30. I don't think they're going to beat the Enrage as of now, though. I really don't. But maybe they have slightly more gear than Liquid. Maybe they can just find more damage. Definitely possible. It's a nice little easy constellation. Sub 20. There. Pumping. $15. If they survive this constellation, let's bring it over. They used their battle res. I can't tell if one other person's dead or not. Gotta do this correctly. Alright, 7%. Let's bring it over. Let's see. This could be it. 5, 4. Here comes the enrage. Enrage. HP 1%. 0.8. 0.7. 0.6. 0.5. Just a paladin up. I mean, that would be pretty epic. Oh, what if a Ret Paladin finishes it off? That would have been pretty cool. Oh, man. That was pretty cool. Was that Narcoles? I can't even tell. I can't read it. It's too small. That was close. Goodness. They're definitely still locked in. Is Liquid eating lunch right now? I don't think that's the play. I think you gotta eat at your desk here. You don't care if you get your keyboard full of crumbs on this one. I think you just grab some snacks and you go and sit back now. 0.5, I think. 0.45. It would have been cool to see a Ret Paladin finish it off, I will say that. They have insane damage, by the way. Because they were a full percent behind Liquid, and then they only... Just a 3-minute break, Tron. They were a full percent behind Liquid on intermission, and still had more DPS than they had in the final. So Echo has way more damage, potential damage or whatever, which means that they can probably get that intermission lower as well. And if they get that intermission at 53, 52, it's just gonna die. So this is gonna be dead soon. I see the casters on Liquid freaking out. Kalamazzi, Tettles, Jack. They gotta get back in and start pulling, man. Echo's taking a breather here. I don't know. I think you just keep pulling in this case, man. You're so close. You're both so close. Gotta just keep on going. You just gotta have the mental to keep pulling. The Liquid casters look defeated right now. I can't hear what they're saying, of course, but they just look defeated right now. Like, this is over. I also just kind of like it's not even petty, but like this little part of me, whenever one team starts winning too much, I feel like they get way too cocky. So Max has been really cocky lately. And you know, if Echo wins, they're gonna be really cocky too, right? It's not about that. But then I'll kind of want Liquid to win because Echo's being too cocky. Whoever's being cocky, I always want the other one to win. I'm kind of an underdog kind of guy, you know. It's kind of cool though. I've definitely never been live during this before, so I'll be happy for whoever wins. And I'll be happy that everyone else will hopefully get a nerf. Although, I don't know. Maybe some guilds don't even need a nerf for this. I'm not sure. It doesn't look overly crazy. Just very pass-fail, which is annoying. I just don't like Echo. I feel like a lot of those guys use Scapegoat even though they knew the exact same thing Sko knew about the back in the day. Oh yeah, when it comes to that stuff, I don't even try to get involved with it. The reality is, trying a lot of these race roll first players are degenerates in one way or another. So I totally agree with you. If you don't like them because of that, I think that's totally legitimate. You know, I think there's been less of that stuff on Liquid. They're a little bit more socially aware, maybe you'd say. Certainly. But there's definitely degenerates in Liquid as well. For some reason, that's just what happens at, you know, the top of anything, really. Top of society, the top of money making, the top of everything. Just gets degenerate. But yeah, I definitely don't blame anybody for feeling that way. And like, they, you know, the reality is they did scapegoat, for sure. Goes going. Liquid's back, but not going. Gotta be pulling, guys. You guys are just, you're moving a little too slow to start your day, I feel like. Echo's gonna win this one if Liquid doesn't step it up, I feel like. They're still locked in fully. Now, it doesn't take much to get unlocked. But that and the sneak Lua thing with Farak. Yeah. Yeah, what? The only things I don't like about Liquid are, like I said, the actual interactions that I've had with their social media or mods and stuff, because I thought they were just really dumb, basically. And then, you know, I do think Max can be a little bit too cocky sometimes, for sure. But this, you could say the same thing about Gingy or whoever. And I, like I said, I kind of just normally flip flop based on that. It's like a silly reason. It's just like whoever's annoying me the most, I root for the other team. I also really despise a lot of Scripe's takes on WoW, so sometimes I hold that against him. So Echo's already down one, so they're gonna wipe. Yeah, that makes sense. No point. You're not gonna have the DPS if someone's dead that long. Is Liquid pulling yet? Okay, Liquid's finally pulling, so now Liquid has a chance to punch back here. They're well aware that Echo got a 0.5%. So can they step it up? A lot of times, not all the time, a lot of times Liquid does better when they're front running. Sometimes they do bad when it's, not all the time, but sometimes they do bad when it's back and forth. You can certainly find times where that's not been the case, but just in general. Oh, they just did the pattern wrong. Did Liquid just do the pattern wrong? With that add-on? That's crazy. Oops. Not locked in. No, there's a picture of THD. If that's what happened, he's probably really mad. Definitely can't be wiping to that. Not with an add-on on your screen showing you what to do. You can't be wiping to that with a picture that you get to match. Maybe that's not what they wipe to, but that's when they wipe, so. And Max seems super annoyed, so. Then somebody knocked over the Monster Energy wall and spilled stuff everywhere. Echo pulling already? Alright, Echo's pulling, so they're the next chance. That's the thing about pulling, is you just gotta pull because right now Echo has a chance to kill it, and Liquid doesn't because they're not on a pull. I really think this is gonna die anytime here. Or else I'd be queuing for more Algothars. Let's see if Echo can do their marks right. Okay, they can follow their add-on. Good. This beam mechanic is kind of pointless, I feel like. It's very easy. Waves aren't too bad. This interrupt mechanic seems really hard. That's way too hard without an add-on, in my opinion. They're supposed to be designing these fights without add-ons, in theory. What they're supposed to do. It's going. They're only a few seconds behind on pull. Behind. They pulled about a minute, about 50 seconds after Echo did. $6,000. There's a lot of people watching this right now. Obviously, a lot of this is people having both streams open, just like I do. But still a lot of people. At least 100,000 people watching on Twitch. And that's just on the main feeds, too. Echo's going to intermission with everyone alive, but they did use their battle res. I guess not. I guess the intermission isn't starting yet. I have an ad on the Echo stream, so I'll switch over to Liquid. Oh, that's a wipe for Liquid. Not locked in, boys. If I was a Liquid fan, I'd be very annoyed that they are not locked in. Got another minute on the ad, so the ad will be done before they kill it, if they killed it on this pull. Max is shaking, dude. He's like, come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, his legs shaking. There's a lot of antsiness going on. See a lot of legs shaking there. We got 30 seconds on an ad here. Be over. Alright. Did they wipe that poll? Yeah, they did. Echo's starting over. This is usually how I would learn the fights for when I was doing Mythic rating still. Because I would watch the race to world first. Now, if they just one-shot a boss, there's nothing to learn, right? But any boss that they take like many pulls to do, like 20, 30 or more pulls, I would just learn it by watching the fight over and over on the stream. I need to know exactly what some of the mechanics do, but I pretty much know a lot of this fight, I would say. Ooh. Percent there, 85. So liquid's ahead. So let's switch back to liquid here. That adds over. We'll be almost getting an intermission soon. I don't know if it's an intermission or a separate phase. Is that just like phase 2? It feels like an intermission, but maybe it's phase 2. Pattern again. And die to it that time. Now you get to do the little wine thingy. Oh, come on, boys. Yikes. Not locked in. I'm telling you right now. That's what Max is thinking. I'll tell you exactly what Max is thinking. He's thinking, we are not locked in. Well, now Echo gets a chance to do the same thing. If Echo keeps wiping early on, that's really bad for them because it's starting to get late there. It's 11 p.m. They've been raiding since the morning. They're normally early bedtime guys too. But if they keep getting far, that means they're still locked in. Share the screen. I can't, man. These people are crazy. They will like try to shut down my channel or something. You think Echo's unlocked? We'll see. They made it into this next space. Can you show your keybinds and maybe tell how you manage interrupts on Mythic Plus? Do you use focus? So that's a good question, Sonic. So my keybinds are really weird. You couldn't use my keybinds. I'll see if I can show it on stream. Let me move this so I can. Let me show you my keyboard. And they don't even make this keyboard anymore, by the way. So I'll have to learn to play like a normal person if this ever dies, which it will someday. Actually, I don't even know. You should be able to see it on stream. Hopefully, it's not too dirty. Let me see if that my window's a little bit behind. Could you see all the keys at the top? Yeah. So there's a bunch of extra keys on it, and I basically just have them. I have all my stuff on the. That's where my keybinds are essentially. So you couldn't do anything with my keybinds, unfortunately. It wouldn't help you at all. When I manage interrupts, I literally use tab targeting. It's kind of crazy in some ways, and I think the tab targeting got worse when they made the new nameplates. I'm trying to work my way through it, But if you look at the target you want to interrupt, so let's say I want to interrupt this red dragon here with a square on it, and I'm in the middle of a pack, right? And I'm just DPSing my heart out. If you look right at this thing and tab target, it will, most of the time, target that. Like, usually. And then I just interrupt from there. I have my interrupt on a mouse button, so it's always easy to press. And that's literally how I do interrupts, and I'm very good at it, but it takes a lot of practice to do it that way. And I literally tab target it. If I have a specific enemy that I'm supposed to always interrupt, stun, or whatever, then of course I'm just going to be on it the whole time, right? Maybe tab target off for a little bit. I basically save my blinding light for an emergency. So blinding light, instead of like trying to use it in a coordination with everyone else using theirs, I use my blinding light for an emergency. And then stun, I'll use an emergency too, unless I have my own target that I'm supposed to interrupt, in which case I'll interrupt, stun at the last second of the next cast, and then, you know, interrupt again, whatever, with Hodge. But that's kind of how I do it, and I'm really good at it. It's one of the things I'm best at, honestly. I very often will get tanks who message me after Mythic Plus, thanking me for my interrupts and my, you know, helping of the group. You know, that's something that I've gotten a lot over the years. But it takes a lot of practice to do it that way. I don't know how other people do it. It's probably like with an add-on or something, I'd imagine. But that is how I do it. I literally just use the tab target that's built into the game. But I swear it was better. The tab target was better before they did the nameplates. So hopefully maybe they can get it back up to the... Like during Dragonflight and even War Within, it was like perfect. I never missed an interrupt or had trouble at all. But I have messed up a couple times during this expansion. We got Echo on a pretty good pull here. Could be it, actually. No battle reses. I don't know if anyone's dead. Doesn't look like it. It's hard to tell on some of these guys' UIs. Oh, we have 2 dead. So this is not going to be a kill. If it is, it would be a miracle kill. Which could happen. Certainly crazier things have happened, but it's not looking likely. I do use stun blind similarly. Yeah, that's how kind of how I use my stun. The other thing, Sonic, is for stun too. Like it'll be like if I feel like my whole, like let's say your whole group is just really poor at interrupting, so then you might interrupt your guy, stun someone else, stun another cast right before they finish their cast, and then maybe try to work your blind in there, your blinding light, like on when they're both casting next, and then you can interrupt one. Like there's only so much you can do by yourself, right? But you just kind of got to feel it out with how your group is. But your tanks will appreciate you if you're doing all that stuff. It sounds like you're at least making an effort to, which means people are already going to appreciate you, because there are people that do very high keys that are not super helpful on the interrupts and the everything else, unless they have like an AoE interrupt. They do their AoE interrupt, their AoE stun or whatever, and that's it. Wipes early again. Was that on another? I hope that wasn't on the pattern again. If it's on the pattern, someone's gonna start raging. I don't think it was, but maybe it was. I will pull it over if once they get to like below 20%. I just can't have it up on my screen the whole time. They will definitely like come after me if I do that. These guys are very, very much like that, which is fine. They're trying. They need to make money for all their smaller stream players and stuff. So I get it. They're not trying to have. Not that I mean, I'm not making any money off doing this, but you know, other people could be. You know, if you had like 1,000 viewers or something, right? So I get it. Goes in a pool again. Liquid's in a pool again. At least now they're chain pulling, which is what they need to do. $11:10, I think, where Echo is. I believe. I just assume they're 6 hours ahead because I don't think they play in UK or like Spain. Let's see if we can get them both going into phase 3. That would be really cool. Right now it's kind of been one after the other. I don't think either of them have been on a good pull at the same time. Probably most people are watching this play WoW at like a high level at least. I'm no different. This is cool. This is the pinnacle. This is what I would like to do. If it was like if it was like, oh, you guaranteed to make a lot of money doing this, then I would, because you know, you have to think financially when you're playing 16 hours a day for weeks at a time, you know. Then this would be something I would love to get into. Like, unfortunately that's not the case. And a lot of their smaller stream players don't really make much money doing this. Which is fine if you are like a bachelor or whatever. But I would have loved to do something like this. I was trying to get to this intermission. Rogue almost died. Also, the early returns on this polling from the 2 days, it's going to be really rough. Wonder what Liquid pays them in salary. I heard before, Tron, but it's a relatively low number given how much time they put into it. But it's like, it's not nothing. And then Echo's a little bit different because theirs is all like out of sponsorships and stuff. Theirs isn't guaranteed. Theirs is like a percentage of sponsorships and stuff like that, I think. So like if I were like, I'd have to go back in time at this point, right? I'm old now. But if I were ever to do this, I would have to be on a team like Liquid that would like guaranteed at least something, right? So we got Echo, an intermission. Ooh, Liquid, are they taking another break? That's not good if they are. Liquid's definitely locked in. Not locked in, I mean. Echo, I'm not sure. You know, Tron was saying maybe not, but I don't know. We'll see it here, maybe. See what percent they get this to. Looking for 54. 54 and they definitely kill it. if they play clean. They still have 2 battle reses too. If they get this to 50, yeah, this is the lowest I've seen them at least. 54.8. That would have got them to 0.3% on their, or 0.25% on their good pull. So it's definitely in kill range. Oh, we have a death. Back up. So another battle res as well. You're going to lose something with that though, for sure. Ooh, that's rough if Liquid's taking another break now. Killing it on a break is kind of rough. Like, I mean, that just shows you're not locked in, right? If the other team's killing it while you're taking a break. Like, yeah, that's a little weak. %. If they get sub 20, we'll bring it over here to the main screen. So that way I'm not watching too much of it. $23. Pulling it over. Alright, 20.5. Let's see if they survive this. We're pulling it over. I don't see why they won it. They're doing the mechanic. They're alive. Let's go. This is Echo, guys. Pull it a little further. Not the best quality, but 15. Still a battle res. One random person could die. Oh, that's it. They wiped. Oh, Gingy's rough now. It's gonna start setting in. I think they're still locked in now, or most of them are. But I do think it's gonna start setting in soon. Just they look a little tired. I think you're right, Trying on that. But Liquid's just hoping they go to bed. I think Liquid's hoping Echo goes to bed at this point. It's like, oh, maybe they'll go to bed. Because they are not playing like they're in a rush here. Oh, I know what I was gonna say before that poll happened and stuff. My poll for streaming in the summertime, it's gonna be rough. I'm just gonna have to alienate half the people from what I've done so far. I'm gonna keep doing polls like throughout this month and stuff, like whenever I stream, with the same thing on it. But the reality is, I think I'm just gonna have to alienate half the people. And if like nobody can come watch anymore, then I just won't stream in the summer. It is what it is. It's been fun doing it, and you know, getting to know everybody, and even growing the channel a little bit doing it. But I just can't. I can't do those hours in the summertime. It doesn't work. Morning or night? If Echo goes to bed, though, then we're definitely just head back into Algathar. Because at that point, it's just going to be a matter of when Liquid wins, and we can just watch a replay. It's not as exciting as when they're both pulling. Actually, the Cavs start soon, too. Come on, guys. You have 40 minutes to kill this before the Cavs start. Liquid's still in it here. They're gonna chain pull because they're tired. If they stop pulling, they're gonna fall asleep. So Echo has to keep pulling. Liquid is just tempting fate. They're just saying, I hope these guys go to bed, and then we'll win. That's what Liquid's saying. As someone who's very competitive in many different things in my life, I would be wanting to keep pulling right now, personally. I want to be like, okay, I need to get my wits about me. And honestly, I'd be getting annoyed at all my teammates that were like, I just need a little break. I just need to get my mental right. I'd be getting annoyed at those people. I'm not gonna lie. I might be like not being caring or whatever. But as a competitive person, I'd be like, we need to keep pulling this, guys. Let's go. THG's kind of like that. I know when they quit in Sepulchre, he was really mad about it. Even though they were like all drained and dead and stuff. It gave me a little bit of respect for him knowing that he was like actually mad at the people who wanted to quit. Because I would be. I'd be very mad. If my team wanted to quit, I'd be like, I came here to win this. And we still have a chance to win it. I'm not quitting. That's what I would say. But I am very competitive. Echo gets to phase 3 again, that's still somewhat of locked in. Like if they can string together phase 3s, even if they're wiping, that means any pull they're gonna kill it. If you're a Liquid fan, you want to see them wiping in phase 1 or wiping in the intermission. You don't want to see them keep getting to phase 3. It ain't gonna last long if they do. That's just the reality. Alright, let's see if they survive this little intermission thing. I guess this is the intermission, and then phase 2 is the after this, maybe. I don't know how they view it, but this seems like a little intermission, maybe. Kind of reminds me of Kai'Veza. This particular part. Almost lost the mage, but he lived. Now they go to the actual phase 2, I guess you'd say. Alright, P2. So I guess you have to soak this on Mythic. Maybe on Heroic too. I haven't done it on Heroic yet. It's got another battle res up, which means I used one already. Looking good on this pull, I'm not gonna lie. Again, we're looking for that 54% number. I think their best has been 54.8, but Liquid's been at 50, I think sub 54. Oh, this is going to be their best. 54.5. This is dead. If they play clean, this is dead. They lost somebody there, but they got him back up. So if they're clean here, this is 100% dead. Well, we'll see if it's clean. And again, we'll pull it on the screen when they get to about 20%. So we can watch the kill. And the reason I'm not watching the whole thing is because I don't want them to like come after my channel for watching their stream. But reacting to a 20 seconds worth is fine. I don't have any clout or anything to fight it if that were to happen. They're at 35. Big boom. They play clean, it's gonna die. Eight. Do these right. Go. Triangle T. Alright, we're at 24. There's gonna be a big boom soon, I know that. They were at about 20% on the big boom last time. Let's see what they are this time. $21. I think they're ahead. Big boom. Yeah, they're like 1% ahead. This is gonna be a kill if they stay clean. Let's bring it over. Bringing it over. Oh, they lost 2. Okay, they're not clean, so now it's not a guarantee. It's no longer a guarantee. They're losing players. Yep, 3 dead. Not a guarantee anymore. I don't even know if it's possible anymore, to be fair. But it's definitely not a guarantee. Oh, no. Now it's over. They'll probably still try, but yeah, it's over now. So maybe this is showing a little sign of weakness at least, but they're still getting to phase 3 all the time. Which should still be scary if you're a... Oops, we had an ad anyways. If you're a Liquid fan. Liquid's back in there. They just got to keep that clean, but maybe they can't. Maybe they're too tired to keep it clean. They were way ahead. They were 1% ahead on the 0.45% pull, which means obviously it would have died. Liquid should try to do their event closer to where I live, so I would try to be a caster for it. I would never go to California to do it, though. It's just too far. I'd be away from my kids for too long. Chicago or New York, I could maybe do. It's close enough. What is the thing that looks like a bomb with wings on it? On my bars, a bomb with wings on it. Let's find out what you're talking about. This? Oh, okay. This is cool. So this is a toy from the expansion. It won't work here, but this is a parachute. And it's like a parachute that you can control in the air, too. So you don't have to, like, aim where you're going. It's like a controllable parachute. So I was using it a lot when I was doing World PvP. Jumping off of, like, mountains to escape and stuff. It's actually really cool. I wish I could use it right now and show you. But you have to be in... midnight zones to use it. So it's just a cool little parachute thing. Shroom jumper parachute. if you're interested in it. Very similar to some other parachute toys, but I know some of them you can't like control where you go, and this one you can. Yeah, it's kind of cool. That's why I even took the time to put it on my bar and stuff. If you're ever doing anything in the outdoor world, right now I'm pretty much co-signed into dungeons, but if you're ever in the outdoor world, it's pretty cool. We got liquid pulling, 80%. We got echo pulling. Okay, we got both pulling at the same time. That's good. See if they can both get far at the same time. We still aren't seeing that. Liquid needs to lock in. Echo needs to stay awake. Because they were already locked in. Echo's gotta stay awake if they want to win this. Liquid needs to lock the heck in. Liquid's probably getting close to the little intermission. Ooh, it seems like their DPS is really good on this bull. Don't mess up the thing there. This seems... I haven't tracked what the percentage is here when it goes to the middle, but this seems like a pretty good one. I'll note that that was like under 73. Let's see. We can see what Echo's at for comparison, because they're about to go to the same part. Maybe it wasn't that good. I don't know. Now they're about to do their little game. Are they going to be under 73 too? Maybe that's just normal. I thought it was really good, but maybe it's just average. Yeah, about the same actually. DPS is almost identical, by the way. On these two polls going on right now, they have almost the same DPS going. So Liquid could kill this, okay? Keep in mind, Liquid could kill this, and then Echo could kill it right after. That's crazy. That's cool, though. I don't know what kind of stream delay or anything there is. I guess you'd have to check the logs or something at that point to see who killed it first. I don't know. If it was literally only seconds apart. A photo finish, that would be crazy, Trying you'd have to use the logs then. They'd have to like make their logs public to show, to prove or whatever, or at least the time. They wouldn't have to make the whole log public, I guess. Or Warcraft logs would have to confirm it or something. That would be crazy. Or Blizzard could confirm it, of course. But they'd almost have to have a third party confirm it, which would be crazy. That would be so cool. That'd be very hype. I got Liquid on just because they're the one ahead, technically. We're looking for sub 54 out of this phase. Sub 54. That makes it killable. Even 54 is killable, probably. But sub 54 is where you really want to be when they get knocked back. So they still have this, and then they still get the knockback. So it's sub 54. So it's definitely killable. Looks like they lived. I really, especially Liquid players' UIs, I can't stand their frames. Their raid frames. Looks like they're all alive, maybe. They still have 2 battle reses, so I imagine so. So Liquid could kill this, and Echo could kill it right after. I don't know if Echo wiped or not. Let me see. Oh, Echo wiped. So, no, we're not going to get a photo finish if it's this poll. If it's this poll, it's just donezo. Then we get to go to Algathar Academy. They have the damage. 19 seconds left on Lust. He's got to play clean. I mean, I've liked Liquid's consistency when they get to phase 3. Their problems, oh, they already used their battle resist. Never mind. Looks like they're struggling right now. I think they have 1 dead. Is that 2? I can't even tell. These people's frames, man. You need to get like a healer POV. They'll probably have the best frames. Yeah, there's one. Okay, I see it on the. Never mind. I can see the Liquid frame on the Liquid stream. They got 1 dead. It's gonna be hard to make the DPS check here, and then there they go. Oof. Oh no, he onks up. Okay. 22%. It's gonna be close. With 1 dead, it's gonna be really hard. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely don't want to have 1 dead. I can't tell who it is though. If it's a healer and they can heal it without him, I just don't know who it is. They got Lip, so he could bubble at the end. Finish it off, maybe. That would be cool. I would love to see a Ret Paladin finish it off. What percent are they at? Oh, we need to move it over. We're at 16%. I kind of zoned out because I lost some people, but maybe now I can see who's dead. I don't know who that is. Starts with the W. Alright, guys. 13. I just don't know if they're going to quite... Oh, they lost theirs. Everybody's dead. Never mind. As soon as I pull it over, everyone dies. I'm just going to keep jinxing everybody. If I pull it over, you're surely going to wipe. Echo wipes early on that pull. That's what you want to see as a Liquid fan. If Echo starts wiping early, it's because they're sleepy. They could maybe take like a little snack break or something and recharge, but it's going to be rough. They've been playing all day. Alright, Max isn't shaking anymore. So Max is more confident. He was shaking in anger earlier. I think he thinks that they have it. At this moment, right? Who knows? Echo could kill it right now, but he's certainly less annoyed than he was earlier. Wonder what happened here. What happened? I'm not sure. Goes ripping another pull. They're almost at midnight their time. Oops, I'm not gonna get to see much of that pull. I'm on ads on both channels here. I kind of want to rip another Algathar, but if Echo goes to bed, then obviously. But I just don't think they're going to. At this point, you just have to keep pulling until Liquid kills it. If you're not going to kill it. It's crazy. This is one of the closest finishes. I mean, we've seen similar ones where they're pulling next to each other, but I really want to see them both in phase 3 at the same time. Because both... So, as someone who's not a fan of either, right? If we have both of them in phase 3 at the same time, each... So, like, the Echo fans are going to be thinking, Echo's got this. Liquid fans are going to be saying, Liquid's got this. But only one of them's going to win. And as terrible it is to say, one of the groups is going to be so heartbroken, and it's just hilarious. Go carry them, Scar. Yeah, honestly, Scargan, this is the perfect thing for me, because I make like no mistakes in Mythic rating. Just bring me into a final boss and just tell me to go in there and not die. I can. That's my best quality as a Mythic raider, is I can just not die and do my mechanics perfectly for hundreds of pulls in a row. That's probably my best quality. My damage is fine. It's acceptable, but I'm a perfectionist. I think I could. All that being said, I think I could literally help. As braggadocious as that may sound. I'm sure that they have some people in their group that are dying too much. Let me solo. Yeah, that would be me. I'd be the last one alive at the end. We almost saw that with Echo on that 0.45% pull. The Ret Paladin was trying to finish it off. That would be me. I've only had a couple cool kills like that. I know that's like always the dream for a paladin, is you finish it off with bubble. I've only been able to do that a couple times on Mythic. It was in Dragonflight and then once in like Legion, I think. It was let me pull it up. The fights where I was able to do that was Rashok. I was one of the last alive, and then I think the tank might have still been alive too, but like, you know, as the DPS you get the credit, right? It was like me and the tank alive. And then I think it was a Legion. Tomb of Sargeras. No. Oh, yep. Is this the where there's two of them? Yeah. This one, the Demonic Inquisition. Our kill on that, I think I was the last one alive as well. That's always the most epic thing, right? It's like, makes you feel cool. I'm the definition of locked in. I've been talking a lot about being locked in and not locked in. I'm always locked in, unfortunately. It's a very stressful life to live when you're always locked in, by the way. My brain doesn't have another speed. I am always locked in. And I am always anxious. Echo's getting sleepy. Still, one random pull, you could always get it. Liquid can't take the foot off the gas, but I think Echo is sleepy. I think Tron might have been seeing it a little earlier than me, but they aren't ripping the pulls quite as quickly. They're not being as consistent. If we start seeing them have the giggles, that could be a sign that they're sleepy as well. Because they might be, a lot of times, like you go right now, they're like, okay, we got to win this before we go to bed. But at some point, they're all gonna realize that they're too sleepy if they don't kill it before then. If they don't kill it before they all get too sleepy, right? They're gonna realize that they're all too sleepy, and then they're going to go to the next stage of grief and acceptance or whatever, and then they'll start giggling about it. They know they're gonna lose. They'll be annoyed and mad tomorrow, but they're just gonna be too tired to care, basically. If they get to that point. I still think some of them are probably locked in. But I do think some of them are not. Oh, Liquid has a pretty good poll going here. I wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, Tron. That's an amazing P1. Like, that percentage is extremely low. Let's see what they can get to here. Let's see if they can get 53 or 52. If they can get to 52% here, I bet they can do this with one person dead in phase 3. Let's see if they can get to 52 here. That's what we're looking for. Just because, now, they don't need 52, by the way. 54 is fine. But 52 means they're less like light years ahead. Oh, Echo wiped again early. Oh, Echo's falling asleep, man. Right now, Echo needs a lucky pull. So if you're sleepy like this, you need a lucky pull because it's not going to be consistent. Spread out, right? There you go. So they had a lot of damage phase 1. I don't know if they're having the same damage here in this phase 2. Let's see. I got one more spread than the knock. It's going to be sub 54, which is good. This is not their best. Nope. It's good. This is really good, though, but it's not their best. Very good, but not the best. It's killable. Echo's just rage pulling. Everyone alive, 2 battle reses. That's good. You can survive a couple one-offs. Obviously no big mess ups, no pass fail wipes. That second to last boom, I think, is like around 20%-ish. I think we want to be sub 20 or around, yeah, I think we want to be sub 20 if we can, if we're liquid. I say we, but that's just because that's what the one I'm watching right now. Still alive. They used 1 battle res. I didn't even see who died. Ooh, Constellation. It's alive for now. I want sub 20 for this big boom if possible. I think 20 is fine, but again, we're looking to do better than fine if we can. Okay. Here comes 20, and they're slightly ahead. Right there. They're like 1% ahead of where they have to be. Let's pull it over. Liquid is in kill zone. They are 1% ahead of where they had to be, or close to 1%. They are nearly 1% ahead of where they needed to be. This could be it. No mess ups here. Oh, they lost 2. Oh, this isn't good. Good thing they were ahead. Yeah. 9%. Still could be. It still could be a kill. It's just going to be very hard. You also have less people to soak and everything else. Lost another. 4%. Nope. Not gonna have enough. Just too much death. Even with the deaths there, I think we need to get even lower. Lip's trying to finish it, Ret Paladin style. But I think they need to get even lower there. I think they're gonna have to be like, oof, 18% at the big boom, 17% at the big boom. I really think that Liquid could do more damage in phase 2. I don't know if that's how it works, if the fight even works that way. But I feel like they could maybe do more damage in phase 2. I think their phase 1 is really good, and their phase 3 is kind of good. They have to have 0 deaths, yeah. At least in phase 3, that's probably true. Because you can't lose uptime or buffs or anything. But even on that pull, I think even with everyone alive, from where they died from, I think they still wouldn't have killed it. 2.35%. You know, 2 people, it was 3 people eventually, but 2 people being dead, I mean, that's not... It's close. But... I'm trying to show what killed them here. Oh, was it a constellation? Can't tell. And then, oh no, they got it. The X's got it as well. So what killed the third person then? It didn't really matter. Yeah, but they were at like 14% when the 2 people died. So that is not going to do 2.35%. You're talking like 1% maybe. Or maybe 2. They did lose another person, but that was even a little bit later. My opinion, Echo's looking for a lucky pull. And Liquid just needs to stay locked in. Echo has a good pull going. Let's see what they get out of this intermission at. DPS slipping off is another sign of getting tired. So if their DPS is really good, then they have enough people locked in, probably. Where are they at now? 56. Sub 54 is all you have to have, I think. I could be wrong. But that's from what I've seen. They're definitely cheating a little bit more in their damage right there. They were not. They were 55. This is going to be very hard for Echo to kill. Unless they saved a ton of damage. They reworked some of their damage for more bloodlust damage, which is possible. They are a bit behind here. They are up to 1% behind, but you know, you could have reworked some things, reworked cooldowns to do more bloodlust damage. All eyes on Echo right now. There goes the bloodlust. Liquid certainly had an opportunity to win. So if they somehow lose, then it's definitely on them. Cheating a little bit more damage is what they need to do. Especially with being a little bit behind. I wonder if that's why they cheated damage at the end of Phase 2. Just because they were slightly behind. They're trying to cheat damage. We'll be able to tell after this boom. Because we know it needs to be like 18% at the boom of this next boom here. That's based on liquids. Oh no, they have deaths. Oh, this is not going to make it for them, I don't think. And it's the Ret Paladin. No! The Ret Paladin's the one that's not up. I think. That's where the Ret Paladin was. No, he's on a different spot in the frame on this guy's frames, I think. I think he's still alive. Boom. 20%. I've seen him get close with that before. But definitely, it's definitely no given. Let's see. They have a player down too. 20% with everyone alive might be doable. 20% with one person dead, I don't know if it is. Oh, another death. Oh, now it's really unlikely. It's very unlikely now. Another death. It's cascading. Yep, 3 dead Tron, that's right. 12%. And a wipe, yeah. That was bound to happen. Deaths are just going to cascade. But, you know, they're in there enough. They're locked in enough to get to that point. That's not easy to do. And they were pretty clean when they got there. They just kind of fell apart. All eyes back to liquid. Almost midnight in their time zone, Echo. Unless they're playing in a country I don't think that they're in. I want to see some lip POV. Get lip on there. Ret Pally POV. Okay, so it's just like the seeds. I get the crystal now. You have to drop the crystal if you're gonna get hit by something. That's crazy. And maybe that just didn't happen there. Max is annoyed. I feel you, Max. I think Echo's slight eye level advantage is helping as well, as far as the damage goes. Honestly, that Liquid's best pull was almost perfect. It was just, I think their best pull was cleaner than Echo's best pull, but Echo has more damage. Liquid pull first. PhD always is locked in, I feel like. I wonder what the thought process is of having those bounce off the wall like that, the glaives. Because one's kind of boring at this point. Come on, guys. Do it to it. Big lip. Let's watch the Ret Paladin POV. He's on his ram as well. Which means he's a dwarf or a dark iron dwarf. See his bar. Oh, they died. That's gotta be frustrating. Da, 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 da. Might try queuing a couple here. Both guilds are struggling a little bit right now. I guess Echo did just have a decent pull, but wasn't planning on just sitting and watching the world first all day, but I also didn't think it was gonna go like this. Echo with an early wipe. After I saw Echo get that their first really good pull, I thought it was just gonna die. But they've definitely regressed a bit. They actually had the one pull that was even better. Now midnight over in the EU. We could do this +6. Honestly, maybe we just run a +6 so that way we can because 6 gives hero track still, I think. Never mind, they already filled it. An early wipe as well. I think both guilds are too pressing right now. But the problem is that for Echo, it's also late at night and they're pressing. I think it could be a thing where Echo just starts fading off with random good pulls and then Liquid like kills it after dinner or something. Like it could be something like that. Certainly, as more time goes on, it lowers the chances of Echo killing it. It's never 0, because you could always have a lucky pull. That certainly lowers the chances. Excuse me. On. Echo's making me sleepy. Liquid. 1. Echo. 94. So Liquid's ahead. Let's go to them. See if we can get 2 good pulls going. That's under message me back. Might do some keys later tonight as well. We run the +7. I don't know, I'm kind of scarred from that other low key that we ran earlier. You run the low key thinking it's going to be easy, but sometimes it's harder. I already have my vault full, or else I'd run whatever, but just looking for puzzle box. Fuzzy Bee. Liquid. Looks like they might get to phase 2. Maybe just sign up for 12. So. Mint their battle res, but they're into the phase 2. Definitely not their best percent. Oh, Echo's also in here. 6. So Liquid. This is another photo one. We'll see if they both get to phase 3. All right, hold on. We're not gonna sign up for keys for a second. This is getting close. We might have both in phase 3. I'm sitting here thinking they're both kind of like doing bad, but oh, of course I get invited to this. I'm gonna accept it if I have to. Okay, the group's not even close to being full yet. Let them fill it up. Sit back. Looking at 54 or less. Ideally, much less. More spread. Less than 54, so it's killable. Do your stuff. Less than 54, it's killable. Echo also survived. Echo's also into P3. They are not less than 54. They were over 55. So Echo's DPS might be falling down a cliff here. But we got them both in phase 3, which is pretty cool. Liquid, no battle reses, everyone alive. Echo, everyone alive, 2 battle reses. So Echo's in a little bit better shape. But their DPS is a little bit lower. We really need to see like 18-17% on that last boom. So not this one, but the next one, I think. We really need to see a lower percent than what we've been getting. Nobody can die from this point either, by the way. Unless it's like at 5% maybe or something, right? Like very close to end. It would have to be. And we really want to see like 18 or 17% on this boom if we want them to finish this off. Here. Purple. Are you gonna touch each other? There you go. Everyone's alive. Comes the boom. Oh, we're at 17, guys. Oh, wait a second. Sub 17. This. Oh, we have somebody dead though. The death might do him in. Let's bring it over. Two people dead. Oh, unfortunate. But they were right there. Maybe some RNG here. Maybe RNG can carry them. Maybe. Still 2 dead. Nope. It's starting to fall apart. 4 dead. Yeah. 6 dead. And now. Everyone dead. Lip is not happy. Let's see what Echo's doing. Are they still? Oh, like Echo wiped before them, so both phase 3, but neither made it. I wonder if these guys I'm going to key with are also watching because they changed leader. Like they just invited somebody. Yeah, they invited somebody as soon as that wipe happened. So I'm guessing they're watching this as well. Both in P3, but it's getting late early for Echo. Oh, this isn't a mount. This is Zay. This is a toy from the last boss in Blinding Veil. The Saptor Salve. It's like you get to fight as a raptor and play as a raptor. Has a short cooldown and lasts an hour. A lot of people like this thing. You have to do it on mythic difficulty or higher. Zeke it. Don't believe it's on heroic. No. Mythic. So it's a similar rareness as like a mount. So it isn't a mount, but it's a similar rareness as a mount, basically. Yeah, a lot of people really were trying to get it at the beginning of the expansion. I just happened to get lucky and get it during the M0s. They really are being picky about the last person. Skargan! Invite Skargan! Invite him! Invite Skargan! He's 3,000 score, jeez. Jeez, guy. Someone else invited you. Yeah, I saw you. I always look at any paladin name to see if I know him. If I recognize him. Go with an early wipe. I'm guessing that these guys are also watching the ritual first. That's why they're not like filling the group, because they don't actually want to start. Thank you, Zay. Yeah, Scar, everything would definitely die fast if we were both in here. That's also, that would be very good. I imagine it'd be a pretty clean run. The only thing better is having multiple Rets in, which one is it? Multiple Rets in Pit of Saran with all the undead stuff, and I think my Sarah Caverns with all the undead stuff. Those are prime, and Windrunner Spire too. A lot of undead stuff. Some prime rat stuff there. Oh, we got a Warlock for our 5th. I think they're finally sick of watching everybody wipe. Question for Liquid fans is, when does Echo just get so tired that they can't do anything anymore? And then for Echo fans, it's like just hoping that Liquid just chokes, basically. And hoping that their team stays strong for a while. I think the tank's AFK, but he might just be watching. I don't know. Another early wipe. Liquid is not locked in. I know they've had some good pulls, but Liquid is not locked in. I think Liquid almost at this point needs Echo to go to bed, because I think they're just pressing too much. They're worried that Echo's going to finish it, and then they're not playing well. Luckily, Echo's currently not playing well either. It's not here. Nope, now he is. Alright, looks like we're going to get to do one more key before I end the stream as well. It's cool. Alright, we're going to be focusing a little bit on this key here, so we could miss a kill. I'm going to go to Liquid, just because I think Echo might be getting sleepy. So I will have it up, but I won't be able to flop in between them. If Echo kills it, just let me know, I guess.
The way forward opens, and your fate entwines with mine.
Buff, so for it maybe.
Welcome to Algathar Academy. I am delighted that you received our invitation. The school is a touch behind schedule, but I have heard wonderful
New students.
Mastery.
How wonderful. It has been quite some time since the academy.
Well, it seems like things are in further indeed. Come with us. It should only take a moment to set up for...
These lashers
Kind of smart
must
waiting
have
for that
grown
pad,
wild
honestly.
while we were away.
That way it's not. That way you can start the gather a little bit later.
Clear them out while we realign the
I like it.
magics of this
Target him, I
place.
guess. Good, the tank went the same way as me. Play the W. Okay, I'm pumping, but unfortunately, no one else is really pumping. Cooldown's coming back up. Yep. That should be enough to finish it off. Almost 500k without potioning, by the way. I mean, we're gonna drop down a little bit, but we were really close to 500k for a long time. Maybe about 400, but no potion. We definitely would have been over 500.
There is too much life magic. What are you doing?
Me? That is too
Hank,
much
oh, he's over there.
nature. What are you doing?
What is that thing? This is your fault.
My emissary brings you power.
I went a little too fast there, that's okay. Stoke this. Can't overtake. Easy. How's Liquid doing? 69. One for Germinate here. Oops. Don't really need to worry about it though. This is a really solid group. The only way it'd be more solid if it had Skargan in it. If we don't get the puzzle box on this run, at least we will have... I'm gonna be defensive and see if I can live here. Oh, easily. Didn't even break my shield, by the way. But, I am going to be running some more keys tonight, so I still could get the puzzle box later. But this is my last chance on stream to get it. Who's at 61? We want sub 54 if possible. I'm going to go LOS this one.
It's this Lishrath arena. What are these birds doing here?
Six, clear out. Soak it. Oh, they lost one and they have no battle res, so probably not a kill.
A willing sacrifice has been prepared.
No, it's definitely not a kill. Just wipe it. I'll flip it to Echo really quick. Okay, is Echo take... Oh, anybody who's still watching the Race to World First, is Echo done? Or are they just taking like a break?
Right. Now we need to clear out the big one. I will act activate the goals for Lishrath. That is talent toss for you soft skins. Use them.
I like that you don't have to use the extra action button anymore.
At least we know that works. Watch yourselves.
Everyone's been doing win first, so I assume we're gonna do win first.
My emissary brings you power. Take it.
On the casters to kill that. Are we doing win first? I think so. Really good heals. Okay, we need to do the balls. That's one way to fire. When that gets to 2, we'll start doing puzzle box now.
A willing sacrifice.
Now? Oh,
has
that was
been
too late.
prepared.
Dang it. Should have signed it earlier. Okay. There for fun. A little bit longer. Liquid Zeds. They're dead again. So is Echo taking a break? Oh, I don't know. They're on an ad right now. See how they do this poll. I see people do this poll differently all the time. Oh no, he's gonna run all the way over there. Oh no, he invised it. That's nice. This tech is huge. That gives us a lot of uptime here at the start. Nothing for this one, so he's gonna jump. We need to go this way. Oh no, everyone died. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Need to kill this. Yeah, we got the 20% verse. Double ambush, get out of the line. I think they just stood in the line probably. Maybe they're also watching theirs as well first. I think this tank might do the big pull. Just in case he is. Should I do my Puzzy? Oh, he's pulling these in. I think we do the puzzle box here. I know we had somebody asking about interrupts earlier. So for this group, you might notice I'm barely even using my interrupt. It's because we're killing packs so fast that I really just don't care. If you're in a push key though, or a key where stuff's gonna live longer, then obviously you need to care. When everything's dying really quickly, sometimes it doesn't even matter. You just get an interrupt whenever you do. I feel like he's gonna pull this all together. I should have saved my puzzle box maybe, but... Ooh, a nice lust here too. That's actually pretty cool. Got that interrupt. Stuff's still gonna die here really fast, so it's probably not gonna matter. Can dodge something as well. I'll dodge the surge. Oh, I just died because the tank died. Dang. Needed more interrupts there. So we actually did need interrupts there. So I did my part, but we just had 2 casters. I think that's really just having 2 casters. Well, I don't have CC, so I didn't use mine at the same time. I don't have AoE CC. He's basically saying that everyone like Shadow Fury'd and everything at the same time, which is probably true. But I definitely didn't because I don't have anything. I'm gonna get this book. I'm gonna focus this textbook if I can. Okay. $2.
My emissary brings
No more interrupts. Care about.
Here we are. Long ago, members of the Blue Dragonfly accidentally overloaded an arcane elementary and created a powerful construct named Veximus that quickly started to wreak havoc.
Wow, on me. Liquid's having a decent pull going right now. Those two. Fuzzy B. Somehow to that. doing so bad with this. I might just bubble and get them all. Nice little reset here, maybe. Mechanics. Doing a little bit extra here, but I feel like I need to. Pop that. Wait, whatever. Kill it. That was rough. Liquid's at 25% right now. No clue what Echo's doing. Liquid's at 25. Get this mana fiend maybe. Look at that 15. I didn't see what they were at the boom. I'm not sure if they got this round. They still have 2 battle reses left. They got 1 dead. They can get him up. I think it was fired up. He's up. 1 battle res left. 10%. Run out of time. %. 1%. What? Oh, they finish it. They got it. They just got it. Liquid wins. Lip got to do his thing. There's more people than him alive, but the Ret Paladin got to be alive at the end. That's it. I assume that Echo hasn't killed it yet, at least. I don't know that, but there we go. Wait, is it not dead? They're not like celebrating. Wait a second, is it not dead? They're not celebrating. Wait, but they're out of their seats. Wait, I'm so confused. It doesn't... Did they not kill it? Is there like something that they're missing? I'm so confused.
Who are you? You are not registered here. This
I thought they
room
killed
is
it.
only for students. Head to the registrar at once.
Did something bug maybe?
Halls of learning.
It's not ready yet.
Registered may access them.
Oh, I'm very confused right now. With no volume or anything and no context. I just saw the boss die, I'm pretty sure. They have their hands on their heads. Something weird happened. Or did they literally die at 0.2%? Does it just auto kill them at 2.2%? and the fight ends. There's a secret phase, Tron? No shot. Tron, there's a secret phase? Oh my god. Oh no, that means it's not dying, right? I guess you can play perfectly. Petals is in shambles, Cams is laughing. Zyro doesn't know what to think. Taking forever to kill this boss too. Not great. Trying to dodge. Ah! So many balls. This dude's dead. Wait, let me not press him into death. Definitely be moving a bit more. He's dead again. Well, Echo definitely goes to bed now, I think. And lets Liquid prog the secret phase, and Liquid goes dark. So, I think that's how that's gonna go. I should finish off this boss here at least. Not the cleanest run, but... dead.
So lucky next time.
No Puzzy B. Dang, man. A secret phase. Now they're all laughing about it. Is Echo? Echo just goes to bed, right? Let's take this. Dang, what a crazy way to end it. A secret phase. I'm Exile is smiling really big about it. I love it. I would be too. Let's see if my guild's saying anything about it, my old guild. Alright, guys. Alright, we mostly were just watching the Race World first today, but really good stream back to... This is our first stream back at normal time in a while. We should be back Wednesday as well for normal time. But, however, we will be ordering the siding for my house this week as well. So, whatever day that is, I won't be streaming because I'll be going to the store and dealing with that all day. Well, not all day, but all afternoon when I stream. And so, one day I probably won't be live, but I don't know what day it'll be. And then whenever I actually start the siding... I probably won't be streaming either, but I'll just try to keep posted on that. Back Wednesday. I don't imagine they're going to kill this boss anytime soon on Race World first now. There's a secret phase. But we'll definitely be keeping an eye on that too after I eat dinner, while I eat dinner maybe. Thank you guys for hanging out today. It was a really good stream actually. Tron, GG, Mario, Skargan, Zay, Izona, Gekume, and Sonic. Thank you guys for hanging out today. Shout out for the little button helper thing down at the bottom. People can see the buttons now. I'll catch you guys Wednesday, whoever wants to come Wednesday and hang out. And I will see you guys then. Hope you have a good evening. Enjoy watching Race World first. Have a good dinner. All that kind of stuff. See you guys then.